just be at the forefront of it all. I love all the admins. They're the greatest people here. They're also my greatest friends. QDF, I gotta say, I'm damn impressed. I mean, shit. I didn't expect to see QDF, or what would be QSDF back then, to be operating at the capacity it operates now. It's really impressive. It's really something. I think QSDF, we were about to reach that capacity, but of course we had an incident, and QSDF got disbanded from Quantum, or got dissociated from Quantum, and QDF got born from there. It was supposed to be, as I guess, a more less strict environment, but still keeping the ideals of QSDF. Anyways, 2020 was something special. I mean, seeing QSERF explode in, I think it was June, when we hit Learn and Explore, that was something I will never forget. The rush of just seeing everyone just flow on in. I mean, I think a few months after we got put on LNE, Quantum brokered, I think, 100,000 members. And, you know, to me, I've never thought we would reach that milestone. I would have thought that I would have, like, probably given up by then, or just handed it to someone else before then. But, you know, here we are, over 200,000 members, soon 300,000. And it's just, it's whack to me. It's whack. So, yeah. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Give me a second. I forgot what I was gonna say. I think Joe Biden.
Honestly, I don't think anyone else. I don't think anyone else could say can top that. We love you too. No homo.
It's actually really good speed. Oh, but you're
I'm not even done. I still have more to say. I just lost my train of thought. Right. Okay. So, development of QSERF. Right. Okay. I remember now. So yeah, we brokered 200,000 members. I know we never really celebrated that. I'd like to eventually celebrate, like have an official celebration for that. But yeah, I never thought we would have made it this far. If you were to ask me when I was about maybe 12 years old, if we would have reached this state, I would have just laughed at you. I mean, when I first started Quantum, I was 10 years old. Well, when I started with B-Man, because we were both co-founders, I was only 10 years old. I'm currently 18. It's been quite the adventure. Like, I'm gonna become redundant now. I grew up with Quantum. It was quite the trip. I firsthand witnessed everything change around me. The sci-fi community really went through this sort of evolutionary phase during my time here. Before, it was just these shitty core games, shitty facility games that had, you know, Pinewood was the base standard. And I'm not calling Pinewood shitty, let me make that clear. But that was the base standard for what a facility game was supposed to be. And my dream with Quantum was to make it more than that, to expand on the ideals of Pinewood, as I was a huge Pinewood fanboy back in the day. And yeah, I admit it. I was a huge Pinewood fanboy. Back then, Pinewood was the only thing that was there. And they were really the kings of the world back then, in terms of the sci-fi community. Like, I don't even think innovation was around that level back then. But yeah, it was something to witness in the sense that I saw this community change and just grow firsthand. When we first released QSML 2 with the concept of the dark matter reactor, or DMR, it fundamentally changed what it means to have a facility game, or to have a core game, or reactor game. It
fundamentally really changed a lot of things. Cough, cough.
Yeah, I I don't mean to stroke of my own ego here, but I do like to think that QSML2 was responsible for the evolution of core games in the sense that they're more complex, they're more rigorous, I guess I should say. They're not your classic. Go ahead.
It's like it was the end of like the floating ball reactors. I love going through the like community to see all these like different reactor designs people made.
And it's no offense, but isn't the entire game
have inspired a lot, haven't we, McCarthy? I mean, Wild. Not Schlutley almost calls Wild McCarthy. Oh wait, he is McCarthy.
Oh yeah, that makes her sense.
Okay, what did you say?
Sorry, don't mind me. I am a shameless quantum lore nerd. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so the DMR really changed what it means to develop a facility game. I mean, it expanded it just beyond basic coolant, basic, reactor level, like Pinewood did, and it really brought in the whole idea of startups, integrity, other stuff too. I mean, I think it's crazy. I mean, you never see a floating ball reactor anymore. Back then, it was just a red neon sphere. Nowadays, you got these. From what I see in QSP with the developer scope, you got these huge, insane structures that just defy what would have been the standard back then, and it's something really awe-inspiring.
I've seen some of them.
Yeah, it's something really awe-inspiring to witness. Like, someone I wanna give a spotlight to is Portal Stories creator. That guy's impressive. I mean, if you look at his stuff in Developer Scope, he is really his work is really impressive. So I just want to give kudos to him. There's other people as well in Developer Scope that build some really impressive stuff. I mean, there's also our ally Athena Labs, which if you haven't joined, you should definitely join already.
You heard, Arthi.
Syntax Air's game is something that's really, really, really impressive. I mean, it takes the Portal 2 concept and just grows it into something that's just a really phenomenal game. I mean, seeing Athena Laboratories, the game, really did give me some hope for the future to see a game that's original in its own respect. And yeah, like I said, if you haven't checked out Athena Labs, I definitely do recommend it. I definitely do recommend joining them to give them some support. We do have their group link in the info board of QSP, and alternatively, you can also go to the ally page of the group to find them there. But yeah, other than that, shameless promotion. Yeah, it's just I suppose I just want to promote all the people that really have that quantum ideal of wanting to expand on what it means to have one of these sort of games. I mean, with SNL or Pacific National Laboratories, we really seek to just expand our horizons by a huge amount, really. Once we do get into development with that, I mean, for SNL, we have so many things in planned in store. And we really think you're going to like it once we do get into the beta testing phases. It's something that I think will fundamentally, again, change the what it means to have a sci-fi game. I mean, I think QSERF also did change that in some respect. I mean, if you were to see the mega update and with how complex the DMR is, you got coolant temperature, you got coolant itself, you got power laser thermal regulation, you have the emergency fire suppression system, you have grid management, turbine control.
Simply put, it's not going to be as simple as just 2 switches on the coolant and the lasers anymore. Now you got about 3 or 4 things to manage.
Oh,
now
it is going to be.
See the DMR as Kaiser innovated it.
Yeah, it's going to be really
quite a spectacle.
It's going to be really complex, and but let me make one thing clear. I don't think these games should be as complex as we're making them. Like QSERF, we're only going for complexity because we wanted to really allow people to get a sense of what the DMR in its primitive state was. Because, well, I'm sure some of you don't know, but Quantum has a lot of lore, a lot of lore. I mean, I want to thank these two over here. I want to thank these two over here, Elsa and DT, for helping make that lore. I mean, it goes really deep in the sense that QSERF has a lot of explanation behind it. It has a whole complete story of what happened and like follow up and everything.
Oh yeah, trust me.
Wait, wow.
It's there.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if someone who just joined the community wanted to go and read where all this lore was, where would they go to, catch themselves up?
Right. So we currently don't really have that much lore that's written down. I mean, a lot of the lore is just like between our heads, me, Elsa, DT. That's like really all the lore. It's just between our heads, circulating like a little thing. But for the lore we do have written down, you can find it in the pinned messages of dev announcements. We also do have. Wait, did I delete the lore channel? I think I did. Well.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, anyways, after this event is over, I'll make an announcement showing all the lore that we do have written down. I am slowly working on writing down all the current up-to-date canon lore. Of course, since I have so many.
I would love to help you with that. Just say the word.